Be heard in the fight against ugly gang stalking America. Workplaces, universities, schools, religious organizations, the military, our judicial system, correctional institutions, community organizations like condominium and homeowners associations, all the places where the book Mobbing, Causes, Consequences, and Solutions say mobbing, gang stalking is going on, must institute regulations against mobbing, gang stalking. And those that don't must be assumed to condone it. It's time for the American people to make accountable their corrupt gang stalking government. Our intelligence industrial complex must be investigated for the use of PSY-OPS gang stalking programs against the American people. Words like justice and rule of law must become part of our national presidential debate. The secret surveillance programs started in the Bush-Cheney administration and continued in the Obama administration must be investigated. Members of both corporate parties must be held accountable for their shirking of their duties of oversight, which would have prevented the proliferation of government gang stalking in America. The assumptions of the groupthink of ugly America must be loudly and frequently challenged. Reason must replace emotional thinking in our national discourse. The authoritarianism of ugly America must be replaced by the tenets of anti-authoritarianism. We all have a right as children to a facilitating environment that helps us to unfold our unique natures. We all have a right to be the unique, different people we are. We all have the right to freely communicate our being, our feelings, our thoughts, our concerns, our dreams. We all have the right to observe the direction our heart takes us in and to choose it with all our strength. We all have the right to determine our own purpose in life. We all have the right to determine our own behavior, no matter the emotional pressure exerted by others, and to say, this is what I believe. This is the point beyond I will not go. We all have the right to be authentic, congruent human beings and to make the choices in our own lives. We all have the right to form ties with others of our own choosing. We all have the right to find environments that let us express our being, that let us express ourselves, formulate the unformulated, and live conscious lives uncorrupted by suppression, repression, or domination. We all have the right to be creative and to develop our creativity. We all have the right to form hypotheses about reality and to test them out in our own lives. We all have the right to determine what has meaning for us in life and to live lives that are meaningful to us. We all have the right to be guided by our inner sense rather than outward authority. We all have the right to say, I don't know. I need time to think about that. I need more experience to test my own thoughts, my own feelings about that before deciding what to do. We all have the right to embrace the ambiguity that is life. We all have the right to formulate our own narratives about ourselves and life. We all have the right to information that doesn't pretend to be truth. We all have the right to challenge the limits of what others say is possible. We all have the right to call ourselves the equal of any person on earth. We all have the right to define reality for ourselves. We all have the right to our own self-creation. We all have the right to unfold our essential powers. We all have the right to be free. It is time to stand up to the fascist trends of ugly America. It is time for good men and women to end their silence and to be the moral compass destroyed by our government. It is time for strong individuals to stand up to the mob mentality in ugly America.